Hi guys, we are FootyTalkers. We are here today to talk about a big game, Chelsea versus Arsenal, the London Derby. And I'm with Jack Sparrow and Peter Parker, and I'm Harry Potter. Hi.
Hello.
So let's get down straight to the business because this was a very enticing game because both teams are under immense pressure to get the 3 points, especially being trailed by Manchester United by 6 and 3 points each. So this game, right? It's a unique game because these two teams are usually in the top four, and they will be fighting for like the top 1, 2, and 3 positions. And right now they are within reach of Manchester United, and they are risking their qualification process for Champions League. And these two teams have to be in Champions League because they are really not in Champions League this season. So talking about all this, who do you think is better equipped with handling this pressure? Chelsea, or Arsenal?
For me, I think Chelsea because of the leaders they have in the team. Whereas Arsenal, most of their team or most of their players have not really handled a lot of pressure. They do not really have leaders. They all are very young players. I know Aubameyang, Lacazette, Ozil, Mkhitaryan, but they are not really players who will pull the team and lead them through like example. They are just, in my opinion, I think they are just there for the paycheck, and they are just there because they have massive wages. Whereas Chelsea have players like David Luiz, Eden Hazard, and even Kante. They are players who thrive under the pressure, who likes the pressure and perform well under the pressure. So I think Chelsea are more equipped.
Like even like players like Willian.
Yes.
These players they have been doing this for a very long time, especially even for club and country itself. They have been playing under a lot of pressure. And Arsenal players like who you mentioned, Aubameyang, Lacazette, are very good players, but they are not leaders who can grab the team by their neck and say, "Come, let's do this."
Yes, you're right.
They are not this type of players. And what do you think of this?
For me, I think Chelsea will take the situation as good, better than Arsenal, because I think the manager is going to take it cool because he has been a manager of Napoli and he handled a good pressure. On the other side is Emery, who took care of PSG previously. PSG is, it's a cool team. Like they can win anybody in the league. So the comparison is there. So that's the difference between the managers, and I think Sarri will be doing good. Otherwise, the players are also good, like what he said. So yes, I think it's Chelsea going to win the game.
Okay, talking about this, you said that Chelsea is going to win. But is this a must-win game for Arsenal, or Chelsea can afford a slip up?
It is a must-win game for Arsenal, but I think Chelsea will not give in to, because the EPL, the tight schedule among them, and I think the pressure is very high on them, and especially like very few points above and below, anybody can catch up anybody. So the situation is such for them to prove them their quality.
And what about you?
For me, I don't think it's a must-win because I think there's still a lot of matches in this season. But I only think if Chelsea win, I think the pressure made by the fans will be too much, and I don't think Arsenal have what it takes to handle the pressure. So in terms of results or in terms of the table, I think they still can catch up, but I think the pressure put in by the fans might be too much for Arsenal to handle.
I think this game is a must-win game. Not like what you say. It's not because of the table or anything like that. It's because of the past few performances they have had, especially losing to West Ham. And if they lose to their another London rivals, then things are going to be very difficult. Especially for Emery, who doesn't have. Especially for Emery, because it was a promising thing for them. It was their fairy tale season, as where they got the new manager. They are out of the boredom of Arsene Wenger and all that. But it seems like Emery couldn't handle the transfer fees and all that compared to Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger knows what he was doing. He knows the club is like this. He was situationalized the system and all that. But Emery is not like this. He's the checkbook manager, in my opinion, because PSG, you can get the club will get for you any players you want, or they want, and they are quality players. But Arsenal is not like that. Their owners are a bit more business minded, and they don't really want to buy players. And who do you all think will step up for Arsenal if they win the game?
I think it's Torreira. I think Torreira is key, and because he's the only one who, in my opinion, has that bite and can kind of pull the team or can try to pull the team based on his aggressive performances. Because I think Aubameyang will actually shy away when a lot of pressure is under him. So I think Torreira can be a key player if they have a chance of winning this game.
And what do you think?
For me, I think it has to be Aubameyang because with his pace of his, he can outrun the defenders, the centre back. I think David Luiz, Rudiger, they tend to make mistakes, and I think Aubameyang will make full use of it.
For me, it's a player who hasn't played this season. Hasn't played that long. It's Mesut Ozil. Because what I think about this Arsenal squad, right? They are good players, but they are not Mesut Ozil. They can run, but they are not Mesut Ozil because Mesut Ozil is the kind of player who can change the game within a second. He can play a pass which can put Aubameyang or Lacazette through. He can play a pass which is going to break the defense that Iwobi is going to run past them. But they do not have players like this. They have Ramsey, but they are not starting with Ramsey. And they have Ozil, who is the highest paid footballer in their club, and he's not playing. So I don't get what's this issue with Emery. If it was me, I have 10 players who are running behind, or 9 players who are running behind the ball. I can afford to let go of Ozil because Ozil is that kind of player. He's going to create something for you, especially in this kind of game when Kante, Jorginho and Kovacic are running at you. Ozil is the guy who's going to split the defense with a pass because he's calm and all that. And being that said, do you think Ozil is a miss for Arsenal?
Yes, I think it's a miss because of his creativity. Because Arsenal, what they have is a lot of hardworking players like what you said, like Torreira, Guendouzi, but they do not have that quality. And this is like the perfect example with what Mourinho did with Pogba. But what Mourinho did differently is he at least put Pogba in the substitute bench. But you see, Emery totally threw Ozil out of the team, and when the media is asking, he said it's not part of the team, it's because of tactical reason and all that. Then if I'm an Arsenal fan, I'll be confused because a player that is paid so much and you are not even using him, then it's kind of being wasted. That wages could be used for two players, or could have bought another player. So since he's already there, I think Emery should use him to his fullest capability instead of just wasting him.
What do you make of it?
I think he should really play Ozil. I think in terms of creativity and the ball playing style, I think Ozil should be in the team right now to make them better.
Okay, talking about individual players, this game has a lot of good enticing matchups, especially between Aubameyang and Luiz. These two players have been on and off for Chelsea or in Arsenal because of their form. So in this game, these two players have to be in their highest form. If Arsenal wants to win, Aubameyang has to score, and if Chelsea wants to win, Luiz has to keep Aubameyang off the thing, and so on. Like Torreira versus Kante, two energetic midfielders, two aggressive midfielders going against each other. Then Hazard against Mustafi, because Mustafi is their best centre back as of now, in my opinion. He's not the world class centre back, but he's their best midfielder they have, and I'm not too sure if Bellerin is fit for this game. So these are games. Do you all think this matchup is going to define, or do you all have any other matchups do you all think is going to make a difference?
I think there are a lot of matchups. I think the key matchups is Jorginho versus Arsenal's midfield, because I think the way Arsenal press Jorginho would define how the game plays. Because if you all remember Tottenham versus Chelsea, Jorginho was targeted, and that's why Chelsea lost the game, in my opinion. So the way Xhaka, Guendouzi and Torreira, if they manage Jorginho well, then I think Arsenal will be winning this match. But if Jorginho is able to pass fast and Arsenal do not really know how to press Jorginho, then I think it will be an easy win for Chelsea.
But the thing is, if Jorginho is targeted and David Luiz is allowed time with the ball, then the defenders have to be a bit more alert, because we saw what the pass can make for David Luiz. He was excellent against the team he played against, Newcastle. He just split the entire defense up, and we all know Arsenal defenders are capable of losing their concentration, and if they are going to lose their concentration in this game, then it's going to be embarrassing for them. What do you make of the matchups?
For me, I think the main key is going to be in the midfield. Like, I think Kante and Xhaka, they are going to go head to head with the midfield, like what you all said, Jorginho and all. I think in that case, I think this time Kante is going to support Jorginho with all his heart, and yes, the midfield is going to be the main fight area.
Okay, so we talked about the matchup, we talked about how good the game is going to be and all that. So What is your prediction, Jack?
My prediction is Chelsea 2-1.
And what about you, Peter?
I think it will be a 3-2 win for Chelsea.
I think it's going to be a draw, 2-2, because as a Manchester United fan, I want it to be a draw. Or an Arsenal win, but it seems like I'm the only one on the other side. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and please leave down your comments on who do you think is the dangerous player for Chelsea and Arsenal. And till then, Footy Talkers, bye.
Bye.